Back again in full effect. Welcome to our live this Wednesday, Icon Selection Connects. And yeah, I'm here and I'm a bit nervous, not only for today's client, of course, which is a really important one, but also I'm becoming daddy again. So yeah, well. And it's going to be one of these days. Maybe they are going to call me right now. I don't know. So that's also really exciting. Hey, welcome, Dani, Vicky, Aleja, Floral Union Farms. Man, people are getting in. Nice. Jan, how you doing? We already talked today, and also about the showroom, which is coming up week 35, of course. It's going to be a really crazy week where we're going to show all our new varieties, getting in that new trends maybe. Mark is also looking. Hello, how you doing? He's probably next to me here. So funny. Aleja, how you doing? Nice that you're here. Great. Today we have Jose Manuel from Capiro, which is a pretty big farm here in Oriente. The guy knows a lot of how the market works in Europe and stuff, so that's something new. And so we are going to talk about that and get a deeper look inside in what they are doing and maybe know a bit more about varieties, characteristics between USA market and Europe market. So that's pretty interesting to hear what they have to say. Well, while we are waiting, of course, we will be. I will inform you guys a little bit about what we are going to do in the weeks which are coming on our Instagram live. Well, in 2 weeks. I'm probably going to try, I hope the internet connection will be good, to give you a small recap in the greenhouse. We will do a live tour and I will be showing you some varieties which are new, and we don't have a guest, or maybe Mark can be there as well. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, well, that's the plan. And then in week 35, which is the 29th of August, in that week I'm probably also doing a live the Wednesday and do some interviews live with the people who are in Icon watching our flowers in the showroom. So it's going to be funny, and we're getting to know some new people and some new varieties and get some feedback on those varieties. So yeah, well, that's going to be also something coming up. And then we have some really interesting guests coming up in September and October. I'm already booked for September and October, so that's also really nice. And yeah, it's waiting and a little bit stressing for that week 35. We have a lot of people coming. It's a full week, Monday to Friday. Friday we have a barbecue, so that's also really nice. People can come and hang out with us in a relaxed environment. It's crazy. Also something which is in development. No, it's already there, but we are going to introduce a Icon Selections app. This is also really edge. We are on edge with that, and yeah, it's pretty trendy. And you download it in the App Store, so that's also really nice. I'm trying to get to Aleja. You want to join me? Well, they told me that it's on the Flores Capiro app, right? So please send me a message or just let me know which one I have to. Yes, this is the one I need. Now here we go. Capiro just launched into the app, so hopefully it will work. Yes, it
Guillermo,
worked.
how are you?
Really good, and what a really nice background you have with the clouds and the blue sky.
It's the office.
It's the office. No, really nice, really nice. How are you, Jose? How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Hello to everybody that's listening.
Great, great. Yeah, we have already some people here in our live. Well, let me introduce you a little bit. Jose is working for Capiro, pretty big. Can you tell a little bit about what is your job, what you're doing, and what is Capiro?
Okay, hello, good afternoon for everybody. Good morning, still some part of the world.
Yeah,
Uh, no, I am the commercial manager for Flores El Capiro. We are a company specialized in chrysanthemums and pompones. It's a total of 120 hectares, more or less what we have under greenhouse.
great.
And we do just mainly spray chrysanths and single bloom chrysanths and a little bit of santinis. Been working for the
Okay,
company for well since 2003. Although I left the company for a few years, but came back.
you came back to the family.
Reinsertion, yes.
You missed Capiro and you came back. No, that's good.
It's a good company, good environment.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice, and we of course really want to be with you guys as well with our varieties. But it's difficult. There's a lot of competition going on. Um, the things I want to ask you today, and where I want to conversate a little bit is, for example, you have a different market than a lot of the growers here in Antioquia and Bogota. Can you tell a bit about the markets you are providing?
Capiro has three main markets. The main market is the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Uh, More than 50% of our production goes to the United Kingdom, to mainly to four packers there. And our other two big markets are Chile and the United States. But more less than 28%, 25% goes to the US. So that makes it a little bit different from other
Okay.
suppliers, which are more focused in the US. The other markets we have is Canada. We have some to the Caribbean and to Australia. Japan
Okay.
currently not supplying. The prices are not good at all.
Okay.
So we decided to step out for a while out of Japan.
But for example, Japan is asking flowers from you.
Mm, I mean, soon we will have O'Higgin and Obon, which are the
Okay.
two big celebrations for them. And
Yep.
they do would like to take some flowers there. But the return, first of all, it has to be in sea freight, which is challenging.
Okay.
And even by sea freight, the return of the price is not really nice.
Can
So
you
stepping out there.
can you explain to people why it is challenging to send containers to sea freight to Japan?
It's a very long transit time. We're talking about port to port without considering the logistics internal in Colombia and logistics there. We're talking about 33 days. But not it's not only that 33 days, it's very unreliable because if the boat is delayed, let's say 1 week in one port or something like that, then it will become 45 days. So
Yeah.
if we change that, I'm not saying that flowers cannot withstand that time, but if that happens, then we arrive late for Obono Higan. Then we will end up with a salad of flowers there because we missed the window of opportunity.
Yeah.
So the risk is too high.
The risk is too high. Okay.
Mm.
Japan is also like asking for different flowers. Can you tell a little bit about the characteristics for Japan?
Well, for one, their harvesting stage, their maturity stage is very close.
Yeah.
Internally, we classify the flowers between 1 to 3
Mhm.
harvesting stage, and they are one. It's very tight, which is not bad because then you harvest flowers earlier. I mean, you can harvest flowers 5 6 days earlier. Uh, they have to pack everything very like assorted boxes, all colors and everything. So it makes it also challenging for the post harvest because in order to have good quality in sea freight, you must harvest and pack. And if it's a mixed box, then it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, yeah, can imagine.
And variety wise, they are more keen of a smaller head, not necessarily Santinis, but smaller head varieties.
Okay.
So, which makes it also difficult because, for example, for the UK, for the US, the larger the flower, the more, the better for us. In Japan, it's
Yeah,
the opposite. It's a
yeah.
different market. It's interesting.
It's a, it's a totally different market. Jan is saying something. Quality of the flowers of Capiro is fantastic to fry them that long. So he says that he knows that your quality of the flowers are really good for sea fried. I I can imagine that you guys are really focused on that when you choose
We
your variety.
are we're fully focused on sea freight. If a variety does not withstand the time of sea freight, then it's not good for us. And what you mentioned at the beginning, that we're very picky on the varieties, is because of that. We Everything needs to be tested
Yeah,
sea freight proof or idiot proof in that sense. So yes,
yeah,
not we see that some growers, competitors of ours, grow some beautiful varieties, but we have tested them in sea freight. So if it doesn't withstand the trip, then it doesn't go.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
there
So
are
so
other things. There are other things, of course. I mean, the growing techniques, the let's say the technological package we have and everything, but there are some varieties that definitely cannot work out.
okay. Yeah, that's clear. You have to have that focus if you have that market of sea freight. And
Mhm.
then if you look at the market of England, which is the biggest market, what is the difference between like the colors and stuff they like to the USA market?
They I mean, chrysanthemum market is you have the whites, the yellows, the pinks, so on. The difference that I see is that the pastel colors are more accepted in the UK. You
Okay.
have seen a tendency in the last 7 8 years that the pastel colors are developing more and more in the US. And I'm
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mentioning the US because that's a market that everybody domains. And yeah, you see them growing, but UK still is a lot bigger than that. And you see that in that sense. Before, the UK market was very much focused on cushions, what we call cushions. They call it doubles or fields.
Mm-hmm.
But that is changing. Recently, more and more they are calling for the daisy types. They call them singles.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because it's only a single line of petals. That's the reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't confuse them with the single bloom, which is another story.
Not confuse it with this, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But overall, it's the domain and stuff like that. If you have the right variety with the right color, then your numbers will be big.
Okay. And do you know why this shift is there right now?
I think people get tired of that, and we've been sending them the cushions for 14 years, 15 years now, and they're looking about that. It's a change. I
They
have
want something different.
I spoke to the marketing person of one of the retailers we sell there, and she was talking about we want some difference in visual texture. So
Okay. Okay.
they definitely want it's. I think everybody that sells flowers gets always the same question. What do you have different?
Probably.
What do you have different? And like, okay, still the white daisy, the yellow daisy, the white cushion, the yellow cushion are the ones that domain the market. But yeah,
Yeah.
you need a 20-30% different.
And if we're talking about like texture, do you think that they also like want to see those anemones or petals
Definitely,
with raffles and stuff like that?
definitely. Animals is the way that we always get asked by animals. And to be honest, that is something that is, we haven't found a real good one that can withstand the trip. There are some beautiful varieties available. There are some
Yeah.
beautiful varieties available, and you could say, yeah, here, there, but still, still not the one that we need.
We have a new one, pink one. We need to test it in transport, but how it looks like, it looks really good. And, we will show it to you in the showroom in week 35. It's
Looking
called
forward to it.
Gala. Yeah, and it's a pink one, a light pink one. I don't know if that's the color you like, but
Definitely. No, it's a must.
it's a must. Okay, nice. It's in a, and it's disboot as well. I don't know if they like disboot as well or they want to have it in spray.
What's the name of the variety again, Guillermo?
It's named Gala.
I think we tested it. Didn't we see in the farm the other day? Because now that
No,
you're mentioning that it works as a disbut, then
it is a disboot, and we don't show it in spray.
mhm.
And the other disboot we have in anemone is Isa. Maybe you saw that one.
Not familiar.
Not familiar.
Maybe it
But
was a
yeah.
cook. So
Oh, maybe it was the code. Yes, could be. Yeah.
uh,
But this gala wasn't showed in last showroom of last year.
okay.
So that you know that. We know also that well that the container prices are rising a lot. Will that affect also production prices for you guys, or are the bouquets going up? The products you deliver, are they going to be more expensive?
Transport is affecting everything in the world,
Yeah.
and recently we did a study of inflation around the world. All markets, all our main markets are suffering from inflation, and a lot has to do with transportation.
Yeah.
You could easily say that a container from here to the UK is 80 to 90% more expensive than what it used to be, and the same thing to
It's a lot.
Australia. It's a lot. So it's affecting us because it's not allowing us to increase prices. Our
Okay.
our customers, one of our customer is paying 14% more for our flowers today because increase of transport of
Yeah.
what it used to be 1 year.
Okay.
So yeah, it is, of course, is affecting us. Um, the situation, what we see is we think that prices will go down in the coming months. Still,
Okay.
still early to know what's going to happen.
And why do you think so? What is going to be different?
Recession, there will be a recession, definitely. With recession, there's less consumption. Being less consumption, less demand of goods.
Okay.
So there will be a lot of empty spaces in our transport vehicles. In our cases, are our boats, but in our case, it's the boats. But everything will be in that sense. And the second thing that we see is that oil prices are stabilizing and
Okay.
probably going down. So if that happens, it should go down. But this is me talking. I don't have a magical crystal ball that tells us the real story.
No, no, that's true. But okay, but that's yeah. We'll see what happens, of course. It's also influencing the whole flower business, not only here in USA but also Europe. Do you think that talking about that, like the situation in Holland with the gas and all that, would that offer us here in Colombia an opportunity?
Eh, Definitely, but it's also offering an opportunity to the Kenyan chrysanthemum growers, which is a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, there is less demand in Europe for flowers at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but the offer of flowers at the end of the year, beginning of the next year, there'll be less flowers offered than the demand. That's what we think. And we go back to the I don't have a crystal ball, but I see desperation for flowers. Uh, but look, when there's a lackness of something, somebody else, there is opportunity. Yes, if you do it well, definitely. Yeah, Maxman is saying that the
Yeah.
crystal ball is well.
Your crystal ball is going on right now.
Yeah, so definitely um, there is an opportunity there, but transport will be an issue, and I don't think there will be a lot of airspace, neither from Kenya, neither from Colombia. So it has to be on sea freight, and you need to produce flowers that withstand the sea freight.
Yeah.
So no, it will be interesting times, definitely.
Okay, yeah. Do you know, for example, the difference between quality between Kenya flowers and Colombian flowers?
I have seen Kenyan chrysanthemums in the UK. They're not bad. They're good.
Okay.
Eh,
Hmm.
Talking quality, look, for me, there's two things. One thing is specs, and the other thing is quality. And it's
Yeah.
two different things. Specs, you have to meet some weight, short laterals, some things. You want to sell the flowers to retailers or to wholesalers in Europe. They are more used to heavier bunches and to a different architecture of the bunch. And that's one thing. Quality, which is vase life, what flowers will stand, that they don't have botrytis, they don't have like that, and that I cannot tell. Kenyan flowers, what
Okay.
I saw was lacking a little bit of weight, lacking a little bit of like that. I don't know because I just saw bunches. They looked fine. So I think they will be able to do.
Okay. Yeah. But because what I saw in, of course, I don't know the quality of the Kenyan flowers, but I know that the quality here in Colombia has going up a lot. You know, the people, what I see, and of course in your farm as well, that the quality is really good. You know, for how we are working here. We don't have the modern techniques that they have in Europe or in Holland, but we have a really nice product. So that's why. Maybe, yeah. That's why I think, like, is there an opportunity? Asking you, is there an opportunity to get into that European market with the quality of the chrysanthemum, Colombian chrysanthemum of today? But you say like, yeah, well, it's going to be interesting times, and we'll see what happens.
Look, there is opportunity. We mentioned at the beginning Japan, and we explored the opportunity of Japan. We saw there are possibilities to get there, and the same thing to Europe or around the world. But you
Yeah,
need to produce a product that like that. Colombian quality is good overall, but
yeah,
if you go from farm to farm, it differentiates a lot. And the same
yeah,
thing you see Dutch growers, and the same thing you see it. I had the opportunity to see Vietnam flowers, and I'm talking not just chrysanthemum, Vietnam and Malaysian chrysanthemums in Australia, and it was very different country to country.
yeah,
Mm, Malaysian product was very good. Nowadays, I understand it's not that good. Now, Europe has a very tough challenge, and it has to do with the chemical usage. And we
okay,
in
yeah,
Colombia, we still use a
use a lot.
lot of chemicals, and a lot is a
Yeah,
lot, and a lot
yeah.
that are forbidden in Europe. So that is the challenge for other producers.
Yeah, I know that from the German market. Are you guys doing something in the German market? Because they are really strict.
We are exploring the possibility. We are exploring the possibility. The window of opportunities there.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see. We've Capiro is ready in terms
Okay.
of chemical usage. The question is if they are willing to pay the price that we want.
Hey, that's always the question, of course. Yeah, because I know that Germany is really, really strict, and it's really difficult to get flowers from here to Germany.
Yeah. They measure how many chemicals you use.
They
And
measure.
yeah, they do measure. They
So a
just
box comes in and they measure somehow how much chemicals are there in the flower, in the
in
plant.
the flowers. The amount they measure two things: the
Okay.
amount of different chemicals you use, and the amount of each chemical you use.
Oh my God. Wow,
Look,
that's
Guillermo, we are killing the world. So in a way, it's the way we all should go. So maybe they are going, and it's very simple. If we don't have it, they just don't sell it, and that's it.
is it a big market, Germany?
I think it's the largest market in Europe in terms of population and flowers, but I'm not very familiar with the numbers.
Okay. No, me neither. That's why I was asking. But
Yeah,
okay,
but I
nice.
would say it's like that. It's just that they're more price orientated than other markets that we supply. So, but it's very and for the Dutch, it's very easy to get there because it's just still European Union. It's just a truck next door, and that's it. So, but the question is, will they have flowers available in winter?
Yeah. And what I also know, I'm not sure if that of the if I'm right, but the German market is also also Santinis and micros, right?
On the shows that I've been in and the stores that I've visited, I see a lot. But there's an opportunity for everything. There's an
Okay.
opportunity for everything.
Okay. Yeah. Crazy. That's really nice. We know that you guys are really into biological products. I think that's why you also can say like, hey, we are ready to enter that market. Uh, are you like how much percentage you can name it a little bit in how much biological products you are using in the whole process of
No,
growing flowers?
remember, I'm commercial, Guillermo. I'm not technical.
But you know the number, I know.
No, I know.
But if you don't want to say it, it's okay, no
No,
problem,
no,
no
no. I
problem.
don't
We
have
are
a.
here in Icon at a 85% of biological products, and we want to really get rid of the chemicals. But it's impossible because of ICA.
Yeah, Ica is very challenging. Ica is very,
It's
very, very.
challenging out there.
No,
That's really true.
but that's something that we need to work together. And as growers, we need to make it let let the biologicals be more available and easier to bring them to Colombia. Of course, well tested or so on. But well, we have to do it. We have to do it, and we have to catch up with that because I mean, on Colombian flowers, you can find easily traces of 25, 26 chemical products used. And
Yeah,
a supermarket like Lidl for 2025 is only going to allow the usage of 5 or 6 chemicals. So,
yeah,
and as I mentioned, the world is going in that direction. How
yeah,
fast? I don't know. Probably you and I will not see it, but eventually we'll be there.
yeah. So is this also with the CO2 footprint in mind?
That's another story because CO2 is how much CO2 you're producing or capturing or so on. And that is also very important. But this is the chemical of the usage
This is
of
the chemical
different
part, of
chemicals.
course. Yeah,
So you could say that everything is related, but no. I mean, chemicals is I can still steam the soil, produce a lot
okay.
of CO2, and not
Mm-hmm.
use chemicals. But Then you have to prove to the world that you're CO2 neutral. But today is not about neutrality. You need to, how can we capture that? That some people say that we already are, that we already overpassed the CO2 like that. So we need to do something different.
Okay. And Capiro is looking at that as well?
On sea freight, we are very good on that. We're close to certified neutrality in CO2, and see every time we are, for example, in solar panels. We're very big right now. We have solar
Okay.
in all our farms. I don't know if they've been already connected, but at least they are installed. Uh,
Okay.
but we're very close on that. And how can we help every day and be more friendly? And how can we work on that?
Nice to hear from the solar panels. And what are the type of things you're going to connect to the solar panels, for example?
We are still in the phase that we can, whatever energy we produce, we send it to the system, to
Hmm.
the control system, and then we buy back the rest. So at the end, it's just we supplied, let's say, 25, and we took out 100, so we only pay 75. That is more or less the equation of how it works. So it's not that the chillers are going to work with that or it's like that. No, it's we produce energy, we supply it to the system, but we take from the system. And the idea is
Okay.
that hopefully we can take 25% of our energy will be self-produced in that sense.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's something I was thinking for my own home having solar panels as well, but I was not thinking to put that in the context of a farm. So that's, yeah, really nice actually. Yeah. And since when? Just
This year we
you
start.
did
Well, the first
you
one of our farms, San Sebastian, is already working since last year because it's a brand new farm, and we implemented it since the beginning. The other ones we're just finalizing like that because the shortage of materials, electrical materials, and installation and whatever delayed everything. But we're good. We're getting there.
really nice. We're right now in summer. We know that for the American market, this summer is low. We had two really good years, of course. Do you see the same for the European market?
The drop in Europe was faster than the US. The drop in, well, I mentioned Europe, but for us it's mainly the UK. The
Yeah.
drop was, we saw demand, the demand overall of flowers dropped down 35%.
Wow. Yeah, that's
My analysis is that the drop in the US was around 15%. This is compared with last year. Now, last
yeah,
year was a crazy year. I don't know if everybody can share the same feeling, but my feeling is that last year was the best year for floriculture in the history of floriculture. So if you compare this year, we should compare this year more to 2019 because 2020 was a crazy year,
yeah.
unexpected. We did very well in summer of 2020,
Hmm.
but we did very well in the summer 2020, and 2021 we did wow. But that was something different. So we have to compare this year, 2022, with 2019 and understand more or less what's happening. But one of the
Yeah,
things that is killing the market overall is inflation. Inflation in the US, well, last month was good for the first time, but we were close to 9%. In the UK, it's the same. In the Eurozone, the same.
yeah,
So let's say a person had $60 to buy groceries in the supermarket.
yeah,
And 1 year ago, they were able to buy 100 things. Now they can only buy 90 things. So they're leaving behind a lot of things. So one of them is flowers. So you see it in that sense. But it should stabilize in the coming months. Now, it has been environmental, well, not environmental, climate. The climate has been very bad. If you look at the climate, the temperature in the Rio Negro area, the temperature has been down 1 or 2 degrees compared to last year, and humidity has been very high. So I know productivity has been bad for everybody, and not just chrysanthemums, for everything. I know hydrangeas, the cycle is 1 or 2 weeks longer. So that thing being less production has not really, let's say, has worked in favor of the offer of flowers. Otherwise, we've been a lot more harmed by the market demand. But that will change. I'm optimistic in that sense.
So well, the stuff you're telling us is, yeah, it sounds like really that it's, it's bad, but we have to stay positive, of course.
Mhm.
And I think that, is there a way that we should keep on promoting the flowers? Because I know there is a big promotion going on in England. They had like videos, and they are like really promoting buying flowers again. Um, does these uh, does these things help? Do you think that it will help?
We have to try everything, Guillermo. This is one way.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do as well in the States, of course. Yes, it's yeah. Well, the future, we don't know what the future holds, and your crystal ball is not functioning, and mine neither. So yeah, we'll have to see. And you touched the subject, which if 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 someone doesn't have enough money to buy these groceries and all that, probably they going to sack the flowers first, right?
They sacrifice the non-essentials. Flowers is them. But then we go to statistics. Then when we are in a recession, people debate that we are already in a recession, for example, in the US. Mm, they always talk about two negative periods of that, but employment is also one of the things. So, and unemployment there is no unemployment in the US. So I'm not going to say that they're fully employed, but so it means that they're not in a recession, but their buying capacity has lessened a lot, and the government is giving less money. So yeah, so let's say flowers is an non-essential, although thanks to the pandemic we were considered essential. They let us work, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll buy something else before flowers. But then again, what I was saying is that in recessions, flowers behave well, better than other products. So hopefully
Okay,
that will be the case.
that will be nice indeed. You're talking about employment. We know that.
Oh,
I want to ask you this last question. I lost it a little bit. Uh, we were talking about the. I lost the question. I lost it. I lost it.
employment.
Well, that
Oh,
happened.
I get
It's
it.
alive. It's okay. I lost it because now I'm with my head with my wife. She's pregnant, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it's going to happen in one of these days. So she's in yes, she's in Medellin, and so well, that's what is going on. Um,
Good timing,
uh,
Guillermo. Just ahead of week 35. Good.
no, I will be there. I will be there. I promised Jan and all the people here in Icon, I will be there. No problem. I will
Take,
be working. That's no
take the
problem.
baby along.
Yeah, I can take it. I can take it like a Yoda on my back. I
Okay.
will be there. Yeah, we were talking about labor, and the thing was, I wanted to ask you what we saw in the last few months. I think it's not. It's even longer that there are problems to find the people. Do you see that as well in Capiro?
Yeah. We're not an island apart from the industry. We are in the same region.
Yeah.
It's the same situation happening. We also suffer for labor. We've done different ideas and alternatives, but yeah, we also suffer. Eh, I talk to other industries because people say that no, people don't want to work in flowers, And I talk to other industries, and they rotate a lot more than we do. They rotate. I was with a fruit exporter last Friday,
Yeah.
and wow, those guys are really suffering. So, yeah, the region, Rio Negro, La Ceja, well, the what we call the Oriente, has a shortage of labor for flowers. So it means that we need to become more and more efficient. Because I can tell you that, for example, the rates we manage inside Capiro are much better than other companies. So
Okay.
if other companies become more efficient with a better product, with a better, then that will help. And then we need to mechanize, systemize, automize, see how to become more efficient and make the environment more, how you say that, more cozy, or more that people really want to work or don't want to leave. And that's what we need to do.
That's important. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. 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 Automize. You said it yourself. That's the future, right? Is it also the future for the flowers? Because we are doing it the traditional way for a long time now here in Colombia.
There are things that can be done. There are things that can be done in order how to become more efficient. So I cannot share some of the things that we have done because
Of course.
development, but we have done some things, and it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
And I would say that we have even more space than the Dutch, because the Dutch are already to the limit of mechanization and automatization and those kind of things. I mean, if you compare, they have probably 1 or 2% per hectare. If so, we have 14, 15, 16. So it means that we still have a lot of things to improve.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Mm.
That's true. There are chances, and we as a breeder also are looking to get more varieties which are more uniform, easier to harvest. Yeah. That's. I think it's work for all of us. So yeah,
Yep.
I think that's the case. Well, that was the last question. Thank you so much for being with us here in the Icon Selection Connects. I'm going to call my wife because I'm,
Happy urgent.
yeah,
Happy.
maybe I have to go down to Medellin right now. I don't know. Thank you so much, Jose. It was really nice to have you here. You told us a lot about Capiro. Thank you so much. People, follow Flores del Capiro. If you don't have it already, follow us as well at Icon Selections. The next Icon Selections will be in 2 weeks, and then we will be broadcasting live from the beds and showing you some new stuff which we are going to show at Jose también in week 35. I'm mixing up Spanish and English. And once again, thank you so much. Any last words, Jose?
No, just thank you for having us and for inviting me. And hello to everybody. I hope we were not so boring.
No, 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 no. That was really nice, and this was really interesting. A lot of stuff passed, which is stuff we talked about, which is really important. What's going on right now, and the people need to be informed. That's also the reason we are doing this, to inform and educate the people. And you gave us a really nice insight in stuff you guys are doing and thoughts on futures and stuff. So no, no, no. Really happy to have you here. I will
Okay.
see you in week 35.
See you then. And good luck with your
Ciao.
future son, daughter. I don't know what's coming.
It's the sun, Salvador.
Okay.
I will see you around.
All the
Ciao.
bye.